Life aboard is really nice. When you think about the cost of everything, uh, when I lived on land, my rent for a one-bedroom apartment was about $1,500 a month, which is high, but it was in the city, and was within walking distance to a lot of good places, but it was still not the best of places to be. Uh, and then keeping the boat here for a 45-foot boat, it comes out to be about $500 a month for including utilities, and we are right in the heart of the good part to be. So the apartments that are right next to the marina, they run about $1,800 a month for one bedroom. So if you have a really expensive apartment, then you have to run the rat race and have a job, and it's a vicious cycle. You end up working all the time and you don't actually get to enjoy being there. I didn't realize how great this is until I actually jumped into it. So I've lived aboard for 5 years and I still worked. So I was only really on the boat at night. I used to get up at 5 and then head to my car, drive to work to beat traffic, and work all day, and I'd get home 8:30 or 9 at night. I was exhausted. I'd do some work on the boat and I'd go to sleep. And I did that for 5 years straight. And I thought life aboard was awesome, but I didn't realize how awesome it really is. So in preparation for going cruising, I've stopped working as a dentist, and I'm just working full-time now on the boat to get everything ready. And Maddie's finishing up her work. She works until, I want to say, early June or so. Whenever school gets out, she finishes, because she's a high school art teacher. But in the meantime, it's quite nice. Now I get up at 8 and I can enjoy an orange for breakfast in the cockpit on this gorgeous day. And after this, I'll go cleaning up the boat and getting things put away in preparation for a voyage. So my projects for today is get the galley looking cleaner. It's kind of a disaster in there. With the flooding and all, everything that was put away all got brought out. That way we'd have access to all the lockers to get everything cleaned up and dried. And I've just been working like crazy to get everything put away. The electric motor is currently sitting next to me, right there. So later on today, I'm gonna build a crate and ship it back to the manufacturer. That way they can have a good look at it, make sure everything's good inside. We might not be hauling out as soon as we thought we were. On Tuesday, we were supposed to get our new mainsail. The issue was the luff tracks that were put on weren't the ones that fit our luff track. So it's a simple mistake. So the sailmaker's simply gonna remove them, order the correct ones, and then reinstall the new ones that are correct. And then we'll get the main put on. The issue though, we were supposed to get it put on Tuesday, and then this coming week on Tuesday I was going to sail over to the Eastern Shore, haul the boat out and start doing work on it. Well, the motor's sitting next to me, so we're going to have trouble getting out of the marina because we're kind of tucked into the marina, and it's a bit of a ways to warp out. And then I can't sail because I don't have a mainsail at the moment, and all this slows down the process. So we were planning on sailing over to Wharton to haul out and have about a month in the hard to get a lot of work done. I don't think I'm going to have much time to get work done after all, which, oh well, we're still going cruising. We're not going to let that hold us back. My plan for on the hard was I'd strip the bottom, repaint the top sides, repaint the deck, and then crack open the rudder and take a look at it, because the rudder's about 50 years old and I don't know the condition of the internals. So we can crack it open, make sure everything's looking good, no rusty welds, and if everything's good, we'll just put it back together and be on our way. If there's an issue, then, we'll need time to address the issue. But that's pretty much it. We're just taking it day at a time. So at the moment, instead of working on the hard, I'm going to be working inside the boat to get everything ready. I could get really frustrated and stressed out and start freaking out because now I have less time to do the stuff I need to do, or just take it day at a time. When the mainsail's ready, the mainsail's ready. When the motor's ready, the motor's ready. And worst case scenario, when we haul out, I have very little time, so I'll simply touch up the waterline, and I'm going to crack open the rudder no matter what, even if I only have a day on the hard, because it's 50 years old and I want to make sure that the internals are in good shape. So we'll just haul out, I'll crack the rudder open, take a look, put it back together, and then put some new bottom paint on, and that's it. I wanted to strip the bottom because the bottom paint is so thick it's falling off in chunks, which gives us a very uneven bottom, which gives us more drag and then slows us down when we're trying to sail. But you know what? We're not racing. I mean, say we take an extra day to get somewhere. So what? It's an extra day. It's not the end of the world. So I wanted to strip the bottom down and start fresh. That way we'd have a brand new coat and it would be all super smooth and great. Because right now it looks like pock marks with acne scars. So if we don't have time for me to strip it down, I can do the best that I can, which would be to fair off all the rough edges and then put a new coat of bottom paint on and leave it alone. Not worry about it. While we're cruising, I'm going to be scraping the hull a lot, and that's going to take off a ton of bottom paint. So, you know, maybe I don't just scrape it all off in a month on the hard. Maybe I scrape it off over the next few years. It's just life. You can't control everything, so why get worried about it? Especially when it's such a gorgeous day to just sit in the cockpit and enjoy the sunrise. Life is good.
Thanks so much for watching, and we hope that you will like this video and subscribe to our channel for updates on our adventures.
And when you subscribe, make sure you click on the little bell. That way you'll get notifications as soon as the next video is uploaded.
Thank you so much.